your way. Faith in the prophet means nothing to me. Why did I stare into the open? Can you feel your soul blood in this? There's nothing to say, there's nothing to do. In the end it all goes back to you.
Alright guys, so down with the Aesthetic Bros here, filming on Arms Day. It's a Saturday. I'll actually turn it down a bit. Too fast for me talking. Right, so I'm on the stepper as per usual. It's probably gonna be quite a long video, to be honest. I got 300 calories to go, so fuck it. Let's get going. Right, two things I want to talk about. One, stop making excuses and stop lying to yourself. Alright, and I'll go into that in a minute. And two, surround yourself with the right kind of people. So far, I'm still working towards my Miami Pro and whatnot, and I'm hitting mental plateaus. I'm hitting mental breaks, mental walls. Not in training, not on my diet, but actually getting to the show. Took my body fat yesterday, and though I'm struggling to believe it, all the calculations said I'm between 9 and 9.8 or some shit. But I say 9.9. It's basically I'm either 9% or 10%. That means I've dropped 2% in a week. Oh, just over 2% in a week. Now, am I shocked with this? A little, but at the same time, all the maths makes all the sense. We made a video yesterday, and one of the things we did say is whenever you're cutting down, sorry for this really awkward close-up by the way, don't exceed 1,000 calories of a deficit. I'm on 1,200 calories on a deficit, and I'm doing the ketogenic diet. And one thing I've been taking is these ketogenic tablets which release ketones into my body, but they're also thermogenic, which increases your core temperature so you naturally burn fat, and it increases your heart rate so you burn fat that way too, and it's releasing ketones, so that's going to munch up the fat like crazy as well. So with that, and with the calorie deficit I'm on, it's not a shock. Mathematically it's not a shock, but I've decided to take a step back simply because that's going really well, and I feel like maybe taking the ketogenic tablets whilst on a ketogenic diet and everything, I feel like maybe I'm pushing it too hard, and because with the rapid weight loss, that could be bad. That could be really bad on my body, but I don't know till I try it. So I'm just gonna stop taking the pills for a week and increase my calories by 100, so I'm not eating into protein stores and eating into the muscle. So that's something I'm doing. But so I'm probably going to start off with what I first said, which is don't lie to yourself. The other week I went to my friend's birthday party, and there was a load of guys there. A load of guys that I know, and a few others that I'd never met before. And they were all talking about it, praising me and shit, saying I look good, because I hadn't seen them in quite a few years. And the others were just new people, and they said the same, praising me. Not gonna lie, I'm not sounding like a dickhead or anything, but I get it a lot. Whenever I go out in public, I get a lot of praises on how I look, especially aesthetically. So, it makes me smile. Makes me feel good about myself. But a lot of them were saying, I wish I could go to the gym. I want to go to the gym. I want to get fit, but being the key fucking word here, I got my own house, and I can't afford it. I was like, well, look, I come to this gym, alright? Not gonna lie, it's not the best, but it gets the job done. yeah, I do prefer to train at places like Winners and Liberties, but they're just really expensive compared to this. This is more convenient because it's open all the time. Where with Winners and Liberties, it's a proper burly gym where if it's not open, it's either the owner can't be asked to come in a day, can't be asked to open a day, or half the time they close 2 hours early just because nobody's there. Though I go in the last hour or last hour and a half to get a training session in, and it's not fucking open. So there I am in the middle of town at fucking 7:30 at night, like, oh shit, so I just have to come back here. That pissed me off, so that's why I come here a lot, because Liberties and Winners are both quite out the way compared to this gym. So what I turned around to them and said is, well, look, how much are you spending a night on drinks alone? A good few of them said 30-40 quid. It's like, how often do you go out drinking? It's every weekend, every other weekend. So, okay, the gym that I go to, bear in mind today, on Saturday, the 23rd of August, it's a no joining fee. That's £13 a month. So, get rid of a few drinks and you can come in the gym. And it's like, oh yeah, well I got my own house. And it's like, mate, it will be cheaper for you to go to the gym than it will be to go out drinking. So, simply, my response was stop lying to yourself. It's, you don't want to get healthy. You don't want to get big. You don't want to look good. Otherwise you would have done it by now. Because you have the money. You have the means. Why the fuck aren't you doing it? Another thing I want to point out is I'm doing this show on an extremely tight budget. I mean, tighter than the tiniest hole. I'm saying I get paid 80 quid, if not less, every month doing my job. With that, I had to pay Jamie back because he paid for the show for me so I could get into the November show. I have to pay him back. That's about 70 odd quid. Then I have to pay for a hotel for 2 nights. That's 80 quid. I have to pay for clothes and costumes and swimsuits and shit like that. So I've estimated that to put me back 60 quid, if not more. I gave myself 20 extra quid wiggle room on that one. Then I've got food whilst I'm down there in London. London is expensive as fuck. If you're from Britain, you'll know. You don't like going to London because everyone's mardy, busy, pushing you about, and everything costs 3 times extra than it's fucking supposed to anywhere else because it's a tourist attraction. So I've got to buy food whilst I'm down there. So fuck going to Nando's. Waste of fucking money. So yeah, I'm doing this all on an extremely tight budget. I'm going to a show. I'm doing my first fitness physique show in November on less money than these guys have. And this is why I'm saying stop lying to yourself. I've achieved all of this on the tightest of budgets. I also want to point out I can't even afford to buy supplements half the time, and thanks to my loving girlfriend, she's willing to pay for that for me. The other month, she forked out almost £100 worth of supplements for me and did it happily, and for that I say thank you. A huge thank you. But that's what I'm saying, that's what annoys me. I can't even afford to buy the things I need, yet I'm still able to go to this show because I've mathed it out, I've planned it out, and I know I can do it. It's gonna be tight, yeah, but I can do it. So the next thing I want to say is about surrounding yourself purposely with the right people. By this, what I mean, recently in my private life, I've been getting a lot of negative feelings towards me doing the show. Quite frankly, it's upsetting. It's depressing. People basically saying, why did you enter the show if you can't afford it? People doubting me, people saying, well, you're doing all this crazy shit in terms of your diet, in terms of your training, maybe you should take it easy. And then I simply say, well, I can't because I have a fucking show to do. And their response is, well, maybe you shouldn't have signed up. So I've been getting a lot of negative feelings from people about my show, and this is what I mean by surround yourself with the right people. I refuse to speak to these people now. I don't contact them. I don't come into contact with them. I refuse to, because I'm sick of the negative feelings that I get from them. I only want to be surrounded by those which are willing to motivate me or push me, not those which are going to mentally tax me and upset me. There is no point of having these people in your life. So to those, as you are probably watching this, whether you're interested in me doing my show or looking for tips, my tip is stop lying to yourself, number one. Okay? Originally, yes, I came up with that segment to pretty much talk about a select group of people, but it's the same for if you're getting ready for a show. This morning, rephrase that. Last night I came home extremely late and I hadn't eaten. So I quickly grabbed some high protein, moderate fat snack, but yet I was still a few hundred calories under. I thought that as an excuse not to do cardio this morning, and I thought, stop lying to yourself, you know you need to do cardio. Don't be a fucking moron. Just add calories today. It's the only way you can keep track of things. You can't go, oh well, I won't do cardio because I was a few hundred calories under last night, so eat it tomorrow. It's a weekly thing. You lose weight on a weekly basis. You lose fat by a weekly basis. At least I do. That's how I measure it. On a weekly basis, I compare the Friday just gone to the Friday prior. That's how we do it, because that's the day that me and Jamie are both free. We're both able to get to the same location, which is to our friend May's house to edit. So yeah, this is about a 10-minute video in which I'm sorry, but it all remains the same. These are the tips for today, which I will give you, and possibly this will be all you get for this week. So bros, remember, stay aesthetic and not athletic.